Hi everybody, how you guys doing? New camera, new setup, new lights, same hands, same business dog. I am making some little candies today. This is what they're gonna look like. They're like 1.5 inches by 1.5, 1 3/4, whatever. You can use them for wreaths, ornaments, candy garlands, birthdays, any holiday. You can do them in 2 colors, you can do them in 3 colors. I don't know if you could do them in 4. That seems like it might be pushing it, but you do you. I'm using this sticky back foam right here. You can use any kind of sticky back foam you want, or even any kind of foam you want, because I got this just because it was at Dollar General, and that's the only place I could go at the time. And you cut 6 1-inch pieces of this, and you pair that with another color, and you can get 6 of these. And each sheet is 20 cents, so 40 cents you get 6 of these little candies, which you can stick a sucker, stick, you know, like a lollipop stick. You can wrap them in plastic. You can do whatever you want. So you don't need the sticky back. It's quicker, it's easier, it's a little neater, but you can buy regular foam, cut it, and then just hot glue it together. Alright, so let's get started. I'm going to put these over here. I wish you guys could see all over here because it's like mostly clean. I've done orange and black. I've done this kind of green, fluorescent yellow green in black, and I'm going to do black and purple. So I got my cutting mat down, and this is something you don't need, but if this is something you have, go in. Where is this thing? I thought oh, it's right there. The Shape Cut by June Taylor. This is used to cut fabric into strips very easily, very efficiently, and very quickly. I used it because I'm terrible at measuring things and cutting, and you know. So what you're going to do is, if you can see down here, quick little tutorial. There's these little notches, and this 6x9, so it's going 6 across here. We need to cut our strips at 1 inch. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, oh, 4, and sometimes the blade does not want to go in the first time. Move that out, and oh my god, just go together. You got 6 strips like in seconds. I'm gonna do this side too. This is super handy if you, I use this when I was like strip piecing things, you know, because you need a lot of like 2.5 inch pieces of fabric. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, almost went at 5.5. And 5. And these are not like, this one's hanging over just a little bit, so it's not perfect, but it's not gonna make a difference. Okay, now let's move this out of the way, hang it up over here where it goes, because now it has a place instead of just being thrown somewhere. Got our pieces. It's gonna make 6 candies in total, and these are very easy to do, especially if you have the sticky back foam. I'm gonna put these right here, and here's a 1 by 9, right? Okay. So how we're gonna do this? I'm gonna have to move my camera back over. This is too weird. I'm gonna unpeel the back, like halfway, and we want these doubled. So I'm just gonna fold it in half, trying to get it folded as neatly as possible. And I kind of did like assembly line on these. I cut all my strips, folded all my strips, glued all my strips together, made all my candies, and then glittered everything. So there's half of our candy right there. And you can see it gets kind of, like it's not straight. Don't worry about that. I mean, I did obsessively until the point where I was just like, I have just got to get over this. And have your garbage can nearby so you're not just throwing stuff all over the place. Because then your mom will come over and she'll yell at you and say, oh my God, what's wrong with you? Same thing with the black. I love the way this stuff smells. I don't know if it's, I think it's the foam because I bought some, well, I bought some regular foam from Walmart a while ago for a different project, and it has the same smell, but this one smells a little bit stronger, but it's also a little bit cheaper. Like the stuff from Walmart doesn't have all these pores in it. I don't know if that's gonna, you can't really see that. It's just like a, it's not a texture, but it's just like, it's got little pores in it pretty much. Alright, so we've got our two pieces. I'm going to grab me a clamp from right in here. This is a little Dollar Tree clamp. Not necessary. Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay. I've been doing these with my low temp glue gun in my office. This is a high temp. I'm sorry. Both should work. This one might just take a little longer because you have to hold it longer because it's hotter, it takes longer to cool, but it's also stronger. So we're going to see what happens. Alright, I want to make sure that my folded edges are both up or down, or, you know, just keep them consistent. And I'm going to put just a tiny little bitty bit of glue right there. You see that on there? It's just the tiniest spot. Then I'm going to stick this on top and pinch it together. This is not what the clamp is for, but if you want to just clamp it and move on to another one, you can. Okay, so I'm switching to green while that one dries. So this is what you have. I need to do. Y'all gonna have to bear with me while I get into this camera gig, y'all. This is what you have. It's just glued together right there. Nothing special. Rounded sides on the top, cut sides on the bottom. And to start forming this, this is how I do it. I'm sure there are ways to do it, but I was making my bigger ones, and I was using like a whole glue stick, and I was like, well, that's not gonna work. That's not good. So I have some little straight pins right here. They're about 1 inch, so if you don't have those, you don't need them. If you have them, try it out and see if you like it. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. I'm going to put a little bit of glue right here, a little bit of glue right there. Take this and fold it over, and it's going to feel funky. Not funky, but it's like it doesn't want to go that way. And it doesn't, so we clamp it and we tell it to go that way. And you're going to get seepage out of here. Like, it's just unavoidable. With the low temp glue gun, you can go back afterwards and just kind of run the tip over there, and it kind of melts it so that white disappears. But I'm covering it with glitter. I was running my glue gun over the seams where the glitter was just because it was bothering me. If it doesn't bother you, if you're going to cover the glitter, don't worry about it. Alright, so now we're going to do the same thing again. Except this time it's with this one. And this is why I wanted the low temp glue gun. I thought it would work better because you're going to get glue on your fingers. Like, it's just unavoidable. And we're only using this clamp in the beginning because it's so small. I mean, you could probably use it with a pair of pliers instead of the clamp, but this Just live your life. And we're going to clean up the glue that's seeping out as we go. See, I don't really need the clamp anymore. Alright, so to conserve glue and my patience, this is how I have it. It's starting to form that spiral. I'm going to hold it in between my thumb and my forefinger like this. My forefinger? Index finger? Is that called the forefinger sometimes? Did I make that up just now? I'm a genius. Alright. Spot of glue here. Wrap the black around. And under. Pull it a little tight if you want. Don't pull it too hard because it will break. Spot of glue. Wrap the green over and under. Got a glue here and here. You could put it across that whole thing. You could turn it and glue everything, but again, I want to go fast. I want to go cheap. I want to go easy. Like me on a date. So this is going to end right here. So before I do that, I'm going to see where it ends naturally. I'm going to just stick a pin in there. Now hopefully this is a spot where you haven't piled a bunch of glue. It kind of feels like it. And what this is going to do, like this side is all glued, and now this side has a pin holding all these layers together, so it's not going to come undone. When I'm closing these, I'll put a little tiny bit of glue and then rub it out with the tip of the glue gun just so there's not too much squeeze out. Hold that there. Do the exact same thing, a little bit of glue. Wipe it out. And hold it down. Okay, now let's see if we can actually clean this one up. I'm gonna come in again, but will I stay in? Wow, that looks good. Alright, this is still cooling a little bit. Let me show you one that's been cleaned up. These are done the exact same way. This one has a pin in it. You can't see it, but it's made with the same foam. Cut the same way, glued the same way, but you can see the difference between these two. See how this one's kind of shiny? That's where I melted the extra glue on top with the tip of the glue gun. Going in. I think if you held this here, like it would definitely start to melt, but we're not holding it, we're just kind of grazing over it lightly. No pressure. Don't touch the trigger. Okay, and now we have one that's kind of shiny, but we don't see any of those white blobs. Just a little bit of glue. Fold it over. And give it a second. See, with the low melt glue gun, I was able to just turn it over, squeeze it, and it was basically dry immediately. Down. Now this one I did pretty good on because there's only a little bit of, there's always going to be a little bit of glue showing in the middle. Can we see that without me zooming in and out? There's a little glue right there, there's a little right there. Can we see? just gonna go in. It takes like a second because that tip is hot. Yeah, see, it's all gone. There's a little piece right here. So you're just using this to remelt the glue and clean up any debris. Alright, and here's a paper plate. You need this brand. I believe it is Great Value. You don't need this brand, who cares? This glitter, though, I find this is essential. This is from Walmart. They are 97 cents a tube. Whenever I see them, I buy all of them. Because this is like the glitter you want to use when you don't want to be garish about something. I don't want iridescent. I don't want different colors. Like I don't want to paint on a little thing of glue and then only do this side and then only do this side. I just want clear glitter that sparkles but is not iridescent or holographic, anything like that. So I have some in this little baggie. And I'm going to use that. And I'm going to grab this right here. I'm using Mod Podge on these, which serves double purpose. It's going to obviously hold in the glitter when we put it on. And if there's any sections of this, let me see if I can find one. Like, see this right here? You can't really see that, but I can move that because there's no glue right there, and the pins, where's the pin? Like right here. So this little section, if you wanted to, could be messed up like that. So when you put the Mod Podge on, it's going to go into all these little things and essentially glue the whole thing together like a top coat. And I'm going to have to apply this very technically. Okay, and then I got to get my good tools over here. Okay. I like doing it with my fingers because I want to get it in all those little grooves. You want to use a brush, that's up to you. I'm just into using my finger. Wish I had brought a towel out here, but whatever. And now I'm just going to throw some glitter on. And see, I cleaned up and I don't have anything to wipe my hand on. Alright, I'll just kind of do like that. And come back. Press it in a tiny bit. And there's a little candy. And it looks a little dull right now, but that's because there's glue in between the little things. Like, it'll clear up, it'll be fine. Of course that glitter is going to cover it. Glitter covers all manner of sins. Put that down. Throw this on. Flip. And dip. And flick. Flip and dip and flick. See, that one's got a lot of glue on it, so you can see it looks almost all white. But once they're done, they will be beautiful and sparkly. This is one with 3 colors. Did I use the same? Yeah, I must have. You just can't tell. Yeah. 3 colors. You can do that. It's a little harder to start them, but that's where you would definitely need the clip for. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope that this video file is not 700 gigabytes like the last one was, because my computer did not like that. So, there you go. Thanks for watching. If you remember to comment, like, subscribe, share me with your friends. Yeah, I would appreciate it. And again, if you want to get a hole in here, stick a lollipop stick, wrap it up with some cellophane to make like a, you know, like a Starlight mint deal. Oh my god, did I just knock that over again with my wild hand gestures? Okay, put the top back on this when you're done. Alright guys, see you later. Bye.